What is crack, like, and collectors? Collector Tyrant here again today, and today we have a brand new Funko Pop to show you guys off. This is Gandalf on, I'm going to say the Great Eagle because I can't pronounce that name. But this is a ride pop, and we're going to get into this today and rate it. So if you guys want to stick around, see what my rating turns out to be, sit down, relax, and let's get into the video. Alright guys, before we start this review, we're going to look at the box because this is what I like to do. And yeah, I like to look at the box. I've done quite a few Funko Pops on Lord of the Rings, so not much changes, but it's got the typical art on the Lord of the Rings boxes that have been coming out for the latest releases. And yeah, so not a bad box, this one. I've reviewed this one quite a few times, the box art, but we're going to get inside this box now and have a look at this badass right here. Alright guys, so Gandalf and the Great Eagle outside the box, and I have to say this thing is quite amazing. Very well done, very well designed, this one. A lot of weight to it, there's actually quite a lot of weight to this one. It may not seem like that, but this is quite hefty. It's very, very heavy in the mid-center. If I compare it to the last one with the Witch King and the Wyvern, this one's a lot heavier than that one, so that's saying something. There's one thing I do like about this is the wingspan. There's quite a large spread here. Just looking at it, it's probably like at least 10 inches there. And wingtip to wingtip, yeah, it's quite a big pop. I have to say the individual feathers they've done on this is very well done. Whoever sculpted this took a lot of time 3D rendering this. There is a lot of feathers in this pop. As you guys can see here on the underbelly, there's a lot of them. There is like hundreds of these little feathers. It does look great. Look at that face there, really nice. They paint it really good too. There's a little spray mark on the end of the beak there, so that's really nice. As you see there too, they've got this little base. It's very different. It's a very different design base. It's got this really egg-shaped sort of base there as well, so that's really different. I haven't seen anything like this yet on a pop, so this might be something different they're going for the bases. Alright, so moving on to Gandalf now, and they've done the wrinkles on the face because Gandalf is quite old. It's been painted on, or they've used some sort of like transfer things going on there, which is not too bad, but I like to actually see the details on the face that they've actually sculpted. But going down to the beard here, you can see tons of sculpting that. You can actually feel that. You see tons of texture in there. And if you turn the head around, there's texture in the hair as well. So that's pretty good. I like his stance there. He's sort of like sort of kneeling on this this great eagle here. His little feet are like sort of sticking out the side there. Quite interesting to see a pose like that, to be honest. Very different. Right, so you can probably just see there all the textures in the tunic there. I just want to show that off too. If you guys yeah, you can just sort of see that underneath the beard and stuff. But yeah guys, this is one hell of a pop, I'll tell you that much. It's definitely a decent piece. This is probably one of the nicest looking ones coming from Lord of the Rings. The amount of attention to detail on this one is definitely, yeah, striking. Alright, so we're going to move on to a head test and stand-up test. We're going to do a stand-up test on this bad boy. You know, he stands at that little base. He's also got that wing there to plant him there as well for extra strength there. So he's got like tons of balance. It's quite hard to move this guy, guys. It's very stable, so they did a good job on that. As for the head test, the eagle's head is a solid piece, as you guys probably would have thought. As for Gandalf there, his head won't do a 360. You'll only just go past the shoulders. So yeah, so not much articulation there, which is understandable. Also, this guy does not come off like the Wyvern and the Witch King, so he's actually planted on there, and he's not a separate piece like that piece was. Yeah, so that's quite interesting. Alright boys and ladies, it's time for my rating here. You guys should know how to do this. I do this out of 2 parts of 5, and equal that to a 10 out of those 2 parts. So the first part of this rating goes towards any defects straight from the packet, and then I rate that a 5. And the second rating goes for how Funko Pop went about designing this specific pop for the franchise I'm talking about. And today it's going to be Lord of the Rings, and we're going to be talking about Gandalf and the Great Eagle. Right, so if I'm being honest, not a bad pop, this one. This one is really, really well done, but there's tons of mold lines in it. There's really, really a lot of mold lines. You can see in the wings there, you can actually feel that. That's just, yeah, something that needs to be cleaned up. You can see tiny bits of mold lines on the face there. I'm not going to, as I said, I'm not complaining about this too much. I'm just simply saying that anything to do with plastic, you need to get rid of that stuff, I think. But that's alright. There was a bit of super glue stain in between there. You can probably just see that tiny bit of like grey stuff between there, but that's easily cleaned. But other than that, it's actually a really decent pop, this one. I'm giving that a 4 out of 5. As I said, I don't like mold lines too much, but I'm not going to complain too much about them either. So yeah, really good pop, this one. 4 out of 5 for that first score. The second score, we're going to take this guy outside, do some little pan shots, and just quickly talk about him. Right, so we've got a good pop here, guys. If you're a fan of Lord of the Rings, this is a must-have. I think this is like one of the best ones they brought out. Like, I love the Wyvern, the one they brought out with the Witch King, but this one is really well done. It's really regal. As I said, tons of weight to this one. I really enjoy that. So you can really feel the heft in this pop. It feels like it's worth the money you're paying for it.
Are they heavy?
Yeah.
Then they're expensive. Put them back.
But the artists who designed this pop did a really good job. They've taken their time to show off all the little feathers on the upper side and underside of this pop, and it's just a really great piece, guys. As for Gandalf, you know, he looks really great, but that eagle just takes it away from him. My main focus when I look at this thing is just the eagle, and honestly that's why you're going to be buying this one, guys. It's just the eagle is amazing. I've probably said that 100 times already, but it really is a great piece. For that, I'm going to give that a 5. We're going to give that a 5 out of 5. That's just a really good designed pop, guys. This one is really, really good. I really am digging this one. Look at those feathers once again before I leave. Tons of feathers. But anyway, that's going to be a 9 out of 10, guys, for that score. This thing is not too bad. It's actually really good. I like this one. Really good pop. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. If you guys liked the video, drop a like. Helps the channel out. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, because this channel is all about collectibles. If you like this sort of stuff, go check the channel out. If you do like it, you can subscribe if you wish. It's totally free, so you don't have to worry about any money coming out of your wallet. And yeah, so that's it for me today, guys. Hopefully you enjoy this pop review, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, for you collectors out there, keep on collecting, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, collect on out.